You know what I'm saying? You call player haters a hate, man. We don't have time for that shit. You know what I mean? But hey, the more you talk about me, the better it is for me. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm assuming you get the same shit too. So I mean, people gonna talk about you anyways, brother.
Yeah.
I talk about you, but I talk good shit about you, because yeah, if I didn't like your show, I wouldn't be on the goddamn thing. So
Right.
I give you props too as well, man. So look out for all those haters out there coming your way, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Marco wants to know, what was it like having Bobby Heenan as your manager? Of course, that was when you were known as Tama, as part of the Islanders.
Yeah, Tama brother. Hey, most formal man. First of all, is send all of our on the behalf of me and my family. We send all of our regards to the Bobby Heenan family as well, and Bobby Heenan, you rest in peace. Bobby Heenan was a good manager. He was a good person. At the same time, he everything was kept to himself. He wasn't really like that socialized. He was socialized with people that he knew. He sort of had his own little clique, like any other, you know, wrestlers. Everybody has their own clique, and Heenan has his own clique. And we never traveled with him. Me and my partner, we never roomed together at all. We never sat down and had dinner or anything with him. So the only time we see Bobby Heenan is when we got to the arena, and it's almost like, hello, hey, how you guys doing? We go and do our thing. We get ready for the match, and then he always wait by the Gorilla Monsoon's curtain. I'm assuming you guys know. I forgot what they call it now, but it's always at the Gorilla Monsoon position at the curtain before we go out. And that's the only time I've seen Bobby Heenan is when we go out, and when we come back, goes his way, we go our way, and again, he had his own clique, and we had our own clique, and everybody just went separate ways. But other than the manager, yeah, he had a good mouthpiece. He had a good style, you could say. He was flashy and had that blonde hair, and it just fitted. It fitted us right. As the islander, come from the island, no shoes, no, what I mean. It's basically like we don't understand English or speak English or whatever. So then you bring the Bobby the Brain Heenan in there, adds a little flavor into the Islanders, and also us, me and my partner Haku, we added a little bit flavor to Bobby Heenan as well. So it worked out good for both parties.
Ian wants to know if you have any memories of your famous WrestleMania 4 match against the British Bulldogs and Coco Beware, where Heenan was your tag team partner.
Yeah, that goddamn Matilda, that dog. That dog bit me, and I don't know if it was on my thigh or my leg, but it bit me somewhere during that match. I don't know if it was the beginning of it. That dog, if you guys watch it, where he ran across the ring, I think it was, and he got me. He nicked me somewhere, and I ended up jumping over the top rope. That's a memory I can remember of that, And also, I can remember my manager. He was suited up in this heavy old, I don't know what that thing. I don't know if it was the armor or something, man. But it's like nothing could hurt him. But hey, he was hot as hell, and that thing was heavy, and he was hot. But believe it or not, Bobby the Brain Heenan really didn't want to get bit by that goddamn dog. So they ended up getting, like I said, I don't know if it was a bulletproof vest, but it looked like a fire suit or something. But yeah, I even felt it. I go, man, that thing is hard. He goes, yeah, it was hard. It was hard. So he wasn't trying to be in there long. If you guys watched the match, I think he threw kicks and tagged out. I mean, it was like an in and out thing. But when he took the suit off, he was completely soaked and wet because it was pretty hot under that thing. And it was heavy. He said it was heavy. I don't know how heavy it was, but I knew it had to be heavy because it was a lot of things on it. He even had on his ankles and his feet all the way up. So he didn't want to get bit by that dog. Something about rabies or something. Somebody brought some shit up about rabies, dog rabies.
Well, weren't they injecting that dog with steroids too and stuff, the Dynamite Kid and stuff, just as jokes?
You know what? I heard that too many times. I've never seen it, but I heard a lot of guys talking about it. I said, don't tell him what. By the time we got that dog, it was all fucked up, man. By the time we grabbed that dog, man, that dog had no idea what was happening. He slept most of the time. He didn't walk. He didn't exercise. He didn't do nothing. 90% we got to carry him. Because we took the dog, me and my partner, we actually had to take it on the road. You know, it ain't like we just took it. No, we took it and took it, like really took it with us. That was our responsibility. I had to put them in the dog cage and put them in the car. That's a lot of work. Yeah, take them to the hotel. And you keep in mind, a lot of the hotels we go don't allow pets. You know what I mean? So, okay, what do we do now? Leave that some bitch in the car, crack the window. We get up the next morning, we come out, the whole fucking rental car is messed up. He ripped that goddamn chairs out the back, Matilda on ripped the front, the what do you call it, the steering wheel. You know, he was just fighting. He was trying to get out, but you know, we couldn't find another hotel. A lot of the places happen like that. In some places, they allowed us to bring them the pets in the hotels, but you got to put a deposit down as well, or a credit card. I wouldn't put my credit card down because that some bitch gonna rip the whole room up too, the pillows, everything. So it was hard babysitting the dog as well, man. It really was. I mean, you know, then he poops everywhere, and you got to try to clean it up. I mean, it was a lot of work. I couldn't wait to give it back to them some bitches. I couldn't wait to get the dog. Come take this goddamn dog, you know.
Yeah, plus the dog doesn't know you either. It's used to the other guys. So I can imagine that would have been a pain. But for Haku, what was it like being partners with him? One of the toughest, probably the toughest guy in the history of wrestling.
Yes, it was, man, it was an honor for me. It was great. I met Haku in Montreal, Canada. Yeah, when he was called, I think King Tonga, I think it was. But man, I was happy to meet another Islander wrestler, you know, in the field that we were in. And when I heard about King Tonga in Montreal, Canada, and he was just the most kindest gentleman. I heard other stories about him before I even got there, and he speaks every language you can imagine. You know, and working up there for the I don't know the name of the company back in Canada. Dino Bravo was company. That's where I met the Rougeos, the Rougeau brother, and then I met Dino Bravo there. Of course, he's the one that those are the ones that brought me in there. But he's an awesome dude. Like I said, we heard a lot of stories. I don't have to tell you guys stories about Haku because it's all over the world, all over the internet. People already know. Each wrestler and each person has their own testimony about Haku. All I can say, he's one of the greatest person to have, especially on your side, you know, especially for me. I'm just glad he didn't really completely beat me up in Canada. I mean, because I did work against him, but I heard Haku was pretty stiff, you know, but I thought they were talking about the ring. I mean, he probably can be, but I didn't feel anything with him. They were talking about outside of the ring. I said, well, that's understandable. You don't want nobody bullying you, so you got to learn how to fight back. And that's what I told a lot of the graduates too as well earlier. Don't be scared to fight back, you know. You don't ever let anybody bully you too, you know. I mean, you get knocked down 7 times, you get up 8. You know, simple, man. So you got to keep the momentum going and make sure you protect yourself. But yeah, King Tonga was he's a human being and his heart, and a grandfather and a father and a brother. I love him. There's nothing else more I could say to him that I love King Haku. Great, great man. The nicest person in the world. But if you get on his bad side or you talk about him or his family or something, now you have problems. Okay? Now you have problems because he takes that stuff real serious. He loves his family very, very much. He loves his kids very much, his grandkids. He's just an all-around real cat. If anything, he should be the call Keep It Real. On my show, he should be called Keep It Real because he is real, you know. So I don't know any other tough wrestler in this industry that we're in now. They can stand up against Mausho Haku. I don't know anyone, unless someone that's watching might know someone that can give him a fight. But I doubt it. I doubt it.
I don't even think at the age he's at now that there's anybody that could.
I don't know. I mean, you might as well just eliminate them now. You know, people ask me, "What if Mike Tyson fought Haku?" Nah. Tyson, I love Lagos. Tonga is one of the strongest human being and wrestler in the world. It's not just he's a wrestler. He's been sumo King Tonga. He's been, if I'm not mistaken, he's been a lot of things. You know, I know the sumo came in then the professional wrestling, but at the same time, you know, you got to remember that Tongan grip. What's that thing, Nikki?
Tongan death grip.
That's look. that's real. I seen it. I seen it many places outside of the ring, and maybe sometimes inside the ring if you don't, respect or shut up. I guess. Yeah, Tama's real, man. I gotta give it to him. I can't think of anyone they can. I can't match him up with anyone unless you guys can. But at this age, or what we talked about back then, when we talk about this age now, we're more mellowed now. Even myself, But I was that wild kid back then. And my brother King Tong always kept a good eye on me, man. But yeah, I can't remember anyone that can match him up, brother, unless you can.
Yeah. No, I guess you didn't have to worry when you were out at the bars with him too much.
Yeah, exactly. All I had to do is go by him, or they already knew, and that's his partner. You mess with me, you have to deal with my Uso right there, King Tonga. A lot of them that want to go that route. Yeah.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.